Are you there? Are you there? Are you there? Are you there? Are you there?
I'm sorry. I'm here. I'm here. I promise.
Yay, yay. All right, hold on. I'll get my shit together. I promise. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here. Hold on.
Yep. Thank you for joining us. Hi, everyone.
Gonna take me like a sec to get my stuff in gear here and add us to the thingy. Wait. We were there somewhere.
There we are.
I don't know if I like my photo that large, but whatever. Hold on.
There we go.
I am joining from the secret undisclosed location. Sure. Yeah. We'll go there.
Yeah.
There. Hey, everybody.
Oh,
hey, welcome in. What episode are we, Tim?
We are 39.
39.
SMUG Cast 39.
Nice.
Yes. Well, here we are. We're live. It's another Tuesday. No, it's Wednesday because we had to switch days, everybody.
Oh, yeah. The thingy says, I didn't change this thingy. Oh, yeah. Shame on me. What was I thinking?
Yeah. So, well, thank everybody for coming by. We had to do Wednesdays now because of work scheduling and other things.
See, it says there.
See, it says their new day because, well, that's the way life goes, I suppose.
Yeah. I'm going to keep it like that so everybody knows it's the new day and all.
Yeah. So anyway, tonight we have some bad design stuff from Reddit I stumbled across just a little while ago. I think it'll be worth our time.
Okay.
And we are talking a subject that is kind of near and dear to your heart. We are talking micronations.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we are talking Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking micronations today. And just what is a micronation? A very small country. And there's a few of them in the world. Yeah, there's a few of them in the world.
I'm one.
Yes, we do have our very own. We have our very own New Zinnia, which AA here is Her Royal Highness Queen of New Zinnia.
New Zinnia is anywhere within a 5-foot square radius of me, and every time that I am buying anything around wherever I am, it's international. It's international trade.
Trade, exactly. So yes, and in all seriousness, we do love our New Zinnia, though. We need a national anthem. I don't know what it should be. We have one. What?
We have one. Oh hell! Hold on. I'll have to get it for you, but it's on the video. You can look the video up. It's on there. It's like an 80s, like 80s synth pop.
So, but the micronations I'm talking about, and there's one very special one that the industriousness of the human species reared its head in Australia back in 1970. But anyway, and I'll talk to you about that in a moment. But here we have the smallest countries in Europe that are considered micronations because that's where they're all at is San Marino, Malta, Luxembourg, Monaco, Liechtenstein, and Andorra as the island of Cyprus in the Mediterranean.
Malta sucks. I've never seen anybody that's legit coming from. Sorry. Sorry. Never mind.
Well, no, I mean Malta has its reputation. I'm not gonna cast aspersions on the Maltese because that's not what we're about here.
You think it would be good because it sounds like chocolate malt, but it's really not.
Yeah. So one of the smallest countries outside of Vatican City is San Marino, and San Marino is a little landlocked country in southern Europe, completely surrounded by Italy. So it's just west of the Adriatic, on the northeastern slope of the Apennines. It is a larger of two microstates within Italy. The other one being Vatican City, and we all know what Vatican City is there for. It covers only 61 square kilometers, or 24 square miles. So it may even be smaller than the Cincinnati area.
Really?
So yeah, yeah. Population of 34,000, as of 2025. One of the other ones, and it's one of my personal favorites because of the name.
Fairborn has more than that. Fairborn has like 80 grand. What the hell? Sorry, this is my hometown.
So then there is the little
prize, y'all. Gotta go.
The
Be back.
The wonderful little mountain country of Andorra, which is located on the border of France and Switzerland. No, I'm sorry. It's on the border of Spain and France. It is another small country. It's known for its skiing, its banking, and it's pretty much a rich people's playground. But it's a country of about 65,000 people, very mountainous, and it is probably the oldest micronation in existence because it was founded in 1054.
Ooh, fun.
This morning. No, I'm kidding.
So what do? They ski down the mountain into the other country, and is
well,
it like an
there's a little story out of the 1800s, late 1800s, when
dinner and a show. Awesome.
Yeah, there was a story out of the late 1800s when the Krupp firm, the armorer of Germany through two world wars, and the Franco-Prussian War of 1870, incoming history lesson, folks. Anyway, Krupp was an international arms dealer. He sold cannons to anybody who would buy them. And Andorra bought one of Krupp's long-range cannons and discovered they couldn't fire it without hitting France or Spain. So they returned it. Or something like that. It's like, yeah, this is not helping us because we're hitting our neighbors. We don't, we thank you for your product, but it's not meeting our needs, or it's in excess of our needs, actually. But all this talk of tiny little countries brings us to the
size matters.
Yes, it always does, doesn't it? So anyway, a couple notes on Andorra. The reason it's the oldest, Andorra was ruled by the Count of Urgell until 988.
The Count of who?
Urgell.
Ooh. Okay.
And it was transferred to the Diocese of Urgell in 988, and it was formed as a charter in 1278, being a lordship within the Principality of Catalonia until 1715.
Is that where the Catalonian cat comes from?
I don't know.
It's
but
around
it is
around Spain, right?
Yeah, it's between Spain and France. And it's the sixth smallest state in Europe with an area of 181 square miles and a population of 89,000.
Well, that's respectable.
Yeah. And 11th smallest by population. Its capital, Andorra la Vella, is the highest capital city in Europe with an elevation of 3,356 feet above sea level, because it is in the mountains there. And seems like a cool place to visit. The pictures look great. Probably too expensive to live in, but And then there's
do we have pictures? Do we have pictures we can see? I want to know if I want to be able to go there.
Well, we need passports before we go anywhere, dear.
Well, no. But I just want to see pictures of the thing. I mean, if it looks shitty, I'm not going to go. I mean, and if it doesn't look shitty, then I'll have to think about it for about 50 years, and I'll go eventually. After my time here on the planet. How about that?
Yeah, sounds good. Well, it's one of those. It's one of those.
Fries there, are they vegans? I mean, what's their deal?
Oh, I'm pretty sure they have fries and everything else there. So some images of Andorra. Well, let me see here.
For those of you just joining us, guess what? I bought a new webcam. Guess what? This isn't it. This is iPad. I got this really cool webcam that's supposed to like AI track you. So when I play guitar, it's going to track me, and it's so good that I can't even tell it's on. It's that good, meaning I can't get it to work right now. So sorry about the total informality here.
Yeah, it's you know what, it's been a day. Let's just put it that way. It has been a
Yeah.
day today.
And I honestly had time to do this, but I was so freaking tired and not feeling
You
it
know
that I
what?
didn't do crap
I
today.
can't. There's all kinds of pictures, but they're all such low resolution. If I screen share, they're just going to look like crap.
It's a real
I give
great
up.
country, isn't it?
Well, it's very pretty. It's in the mountains, and it's
Mm-hmm.
it looks like setting for a storybook fantasy of some kind, or a bad Hallmark movie, one of the two.
It is the fantasy that it's really cool. No, just kidding. Well,
and then
shout out to the folks at, where the hell is it? Andor?
Andorra.
It sounds like a Star Wars thing.
Yeah, doesn't it though?
Yeah. Oh well.
And
Continue on.
That brings us to the story of the Hutt River province in Australia. The shortest lived. No, we have a map, but that's about it.
Fuck, man.
This is the shortest lived Hutt River province. It is the shortest lived micronation in history, but it did exist officially on paper, not in the mind of, not in anybody's mind, but there's nothing wrong with that. See, the thing is if you come to visit New Zinnia, you can just sit back in your favorite chair and just dream, because you visit it. It's a country of the mind, if you will. It doesn't take a past business.
They got one douchebag sitting there on a chair in the middle of the damn thing. He's acting like he scored some hot mama.
Who? Wait a minute. What? I fell behind here. What?
It's got some dude sitting in a chair. I've seen the picture. And apparently he's the king of the thing, because they did like a clay sculpture. Hey,
yeah,
Sarah.
bust. Hi, Sarah. Welcome.
They did it. You know what? Fuck it. I'll just show it. Hold on. I got this. I got it.
Yes, you got it on.
Hutt River. There he is. Yes. Frig, man. There it is. See him? See him sitting there in his little weenie chair?
But this is the man. He is. See, in 1970, an Australian wheat. What?
Is it really the man?
Yes.
Or is it just? I think he's a kind of a douchebag. But go ahead.
In 1970, an Australian wheat farmer got into a dispute with his government, the Australian government, over how much wheat he could sell. So, in the course of this wrangling with the Aussie government, the farmer, his name was Leonard Castley.
Yeah.
He decided that he was going to secede from Australia, and he declared his farm an independent country. The government, of course,
who hasn't been there?
Well, it's no longer there. But
he isn't. What happened to him? Did he die?
No. Well, yeah, he did, and then his son took over, and then the government said, "Look, you owe us money," and he's like, "Country? What country?"
In January 2020, Prince Graham announced that Graham. I'm so sorry, y'all. Announced that Hutt River would be closing its borders, seizing all internal and external governmental activity. Announced that the principality would rejoin Australia after the property was sold off to repay the family's debts.
Right.
Salute.
So the government ignored him, like most governments do when people try to do that. He ruled it as a prince for 50 years. His name was Leonard Castley, and he owned a 75 square kilometer property in Western Australia, several hours north of the city of Perth. The Australian government had set new wheat quotas that would let him sell only about 1% of his crop. When he protested, he claimed
the wheat field.
Yes, he was. He was whistling the most obscene song he could come up with.
Ooh, baby.
And when he protested, he claimed officials threatened to forcibly take his land, so he found an obscure British law from 1495, that's cheap, called the Treason Act, which said a de facto king of any territory could not be charged with treason. He declared his farm a sovereign nation, named himself Prince Leonard, and notified Australia. And of course, Australia said, meh.
Nah.
And
well, I
under
don't know.
Australian, go ahead.
It's just me. Maybe it's just me. I like a man with a hefty sized chair in the middle of a wheat field. It's a thing for me. I would have been right there.
So under Australian law at the time, the government had 2 years to formally object. They didn't because they didn't care. And Leonard took the silence as legal recognition. It's like they didn't say no. They didn't say no.
Yeah.
So that means yes. So he went all in. He printed his own currency, his own stamps. He issued his own passports. And he gave his wife and 7 children royal titles.
Oh, good for him.
And he built a tiny stone palace. He set up embassies in 9 countries.
Did he put up like a bird bath and that's the ceremonial
font? That's the ceremonial fountain. In 1977, when the Australian tax office kept demanding taxes, he formally declared war on Australia. He went to war. Yeah, a few days later,
Did anyone know about it?
That's the thing. A few days later, having received no military response, he declared a ceasefire and announced victory. The tax demand stopped. Tourists started showing up at its peak. His country had 40,000 visitors a year. He stamped their passports for them. He sold them his stamps and coins. And in 2016, on the Principality's 40th anniversary, Queen Elizabeth II of the United Kingdom personally sent him a letter wishing his country a happy birthday. Well, if nothing recognizes you as a nation, a letter from Queen Elizabeth, that seals it. The Australian government had no case after that.
You know what? And I want to know what did the PS say at the bottom?
PS said, "Are you daft?" In Elizabeth,
book us a hotel room in the field in September for my birthday. Yeah.
So Leonard ruled for 47 years. He passed away in 2019 at 93.
Aww.
His son Graham took over, but the tax bill had grown over to 3 million Australian dollars, and COVID had stopped the tourists. In August of 2020, the Principality of Hutt River formally rejoined Australia. Now that's a guy. I have to kudos to Prince Leonard. He was a dude, man.
The only thing that's missing is a cult and maybe some banjos.
Well, yeah, we need the Cult of Leonard cast.
No, didgeridoo. Didgeridoos. Got didgeridoos. They're like the Australian equivalent of banjo, aren't they? I'm sorry to all you Australian people who are watching. I don't know. Please educate me. I don't know. The national instrument should have been the hurdy-gurdy. Yeah. Oh God, no! Is that an Australian thing? I thought it was American.
No. Hurdy-gurdy's a European thing. It's a medieval instrument.
Oh, I knew that.
Yeah. And if you want to know what a hurdy-gurdy is,
yeah, go ahead.
Pardon me? No, I was going
to
say.
Sang about it.
Who did?
Steven Tyler, Aerosmith.
Oh, he did. Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Aerosmith.
It's an Aerosmith lyric. I thought it was something like really dirty.
Well, coming from Steven Tyler, you would think that.
Yeah, you would think.
So if you want to know what a hurdy-gurdy is, Google it. It's HURDY-GURDY, and it is a very unique instrument.
We're not getting one, are we?
No, you don't like them, so I don't.
The last time I heard it was very strange and unique. You came home with this hat that I hated.
I still have, and I still wear. And I wear it in defiance. If I'm ever in defiance, I'll wear it.
Well, why don't you just go to the Hutt River? Do a resurgence of Hutt River.
We'll go do an arc.
When I make my first AI movie, that's going to be it. It's the resurgence of Hutt River.
I'll go down there and do an archaeological excavation and just start digging holes and see what somebody says.
Do you know what kind of credibility that could give me as the Queen of New Guinea to go and capture Hutt River? It would be an annexation of my micronation.
Yeah.
Wow, that rapped so hard.
Annexation of my micronation. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, exactly.
Needs a beat. Down.
I know.
Yeah, so I have to give the man his props because really to not only and the thing he was recognized by the Queen. I mean, it doesn't get any more legitimate than that.
That sealed it right there, regardless of what anybody else thinks. He has that letter. I bet you he fucking framed that thing and blew it up to.
Probably went to the
on top of the chair.
Probably went to the Australian PM and waved it in his face and said, "Aha! The Queen recognized me, so bollocks on you."
Listen, I've dealt with Australian people recently, and I have it on good authority that they say this word all of the time. So I'm going to say it. Shut your little ears for those of you who are offended. This is my interpretation of that moment. You cunt!
Well, yeah, in the UK and Australia, that word means something entirely different than it does here in the US.
It's like saying you idiot, basically.
It's basically saying
anything.
You idiot.
Here it is.
Here it's the word it's the see you next Tuesday will get you killed or severely beaten, one or the other.
Or poisoned, or
yeah,
maybe women will want to torture you first. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that'd be likely. So yeah.
What's the next one?
What's the next one? Well,
you have another one?
Yeah, I thought there was another one, but I went to go look it up. I thought we could use Papua New Guinea, but that doesn't quite work.
Well, but you're missing the obvious opportunity here to play my New Guinea video. Because we have holidays and everybody that joins up gets a free bag of chips. So, and you have National Free Hair Care Day, and we have National Don Draper Appreciation Day on October 30th, where the whole freaking country shuts down so we can binge watch Mad Men and see Don Draper in action. And the day before, you can go get your hair done like Don Draper or anybody in the show. Because, yeah.
But could you imagine? I could just see somebody out there going out making up coupons in honor of. Yeah, but are you going to get a salon to honor it? That's the thing.
Well, yeah, because they're in New Guinea.
Oh, okay.
It's my fucking micronation. If I want to appoint a fucking salon, I'll do it. And they're going to have to take my fucking coupon. It says it's going to have a picture of Don Draper on it.
Yeah, speaking of, if we may go off topic here for a minute, speaking of fake coupons, long time ago when I was working at Gateway, we had a customer come in with a coupon. He said he was given as an offer for a free printer with any purchase of a Gateway computer.
Yeah.
And it was very well done coupon for the time. This is 2001. So 2001. So we all know what desktop publishing was back at that time.
It was lacking.
Yeah, but it was a very well done coupon. Was done with our with Gateway's trademark in its logo and made it look like it was something that was neat. It was mailed to him, made it look like he got it from headquarters in South Sioux City, Iowa.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a free printer. It was probably one of the more expensive ones we carried, which was an inkjet by HP. And so he comes in, buys a computer, and he shows us the coupon. Yeah. And everybody's like, well, it came from our headquarters, but what the hell is this? So he's waiting for us to redeem his coupon. We didn't know what the hell to do with it. Then finally, somebody, because it was printed in color, somebody got a magnifying glass. I don't know from where. One of the salesmen just is like, well, let me look at this. And so we're in the shop because as a technician there, we're in the shop examining this thing with the magnifying glass, and we determined it was fake. First of all, we called headquarters, and headquarters didn't give us a straight answer. They didn't know. Well, we do have some free offers out there, but we don't know if this is one of them. It might be, it could be. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, how the hell don't you know? But anyhow,
yeah, you should know.
It took the magnifying glass, looking at the lines that were printed on the border, because when you looked at it this way, the lines were like orange or something like that. But when you look through it at a magnifying glass, they were two separate lines, and they shouldn't have been, because the registration was off on whatever he printed it with. So that is how we determined it was fake.
But you know what happened after that? He basically did it better, because you guys probably pointed it out to him, and he went scam someone else.
Yeah, he probably went to go scam someone else.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't remember if we pointed out to him, but we're all now this is fake, because this kind of offset printing or whatever the hell it was called wouldn't do this. This was printed with an inkjet. It wasn't printed with in a real print shop.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to tell him, we're sorry. I don't know where you got this coupon, but it's not real. I mean, we're really apologize for not being able to give you a free printer. But if you want one, it's $3.99 if you don't mind.
Yeah.
So, but he left disappointed. But he did buy the computer. So
well, that's how that counts, right?
Right. But still, I got to give
after the guys did the suicide cult thing.
Say what?
Was that before or after the guys that did the suicide cult thing ascended? The suicide cult, the gateway.
Yeah, the gateway, thing. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I see the Heaven's Gate, right?
Yes. Thank you.
Heaven's Gate cult, because
did they ascend before that magical we got a free printer thing?
I don't remember. I honestly,
that would have been a great gift. Great way to remember someone. Free printer.
Yeah. So yeah, I had to admire the guy's creativity, at least, because it was very, very well done. Very well done.
Yeah.
I mean, we were this close to honoring the coupon, because corporate wasn't sure. We don't understand. I don't understand to this day how they weren't sure, but they weren't.
But if so you can't prove it, you can't prove it.
Yeah, we'll look it up and we'll call you back, and but we don't. So do we give them the free printer? Well, we're not going to tell you yes yet, but you're not telling us no. It's like, well, because we're not sure. We'll have to look into this and call you back.
Then it's not no.
Right. Exactly. So when did they call us back? The next day.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, no, we discovered it was fake. No, we figured it out. No thanks to you people.
Well, it's good they got back with you.
Well, yeah, of course they did. 2 days later.
Better late
than
pregnant. Or a
day later, whatever. Pardon me.
Better late than pregnant.
Well, that's true. Yes.
Right.
Better late than pregnant. Anyway. So yeah, it was an interesting time back then when computers were new and everything like that. But anyhow, that's another story for another time. Yeah. But the other small nations they've been established for a couple of 100 years, most of them. Like we read, one of them was 988 when it kind of came into being. So that's more than 1,000 years. So they're legitimate, and there's not much novelty in these small places, unless you're talking like Monaco, which is home of the famous Monte Carlo casino.
Right.
And then there's, of course, Vatican City, where the pontiff lays his head.
I want a micronation that has nothing but a food cart and maybe a picnic table.
Yeah.
And build it from there. And he'll start from small means, and he'll grow the food cart into like a big Costco. Something, I don't know.
Yeah, that'd work, because
it would.
Think of all the international trade.
Exactly.
The tax incentives and
see that the micronations need to band together and start going to each other's micronation and trading and giving international trade, because then people can say, oh, we've traded internationally, we're a legit nation.
Right.
They're missing the whole thing.
Well, if you have a micronation and you decide you're going to secede with a chunk of territory up in Montana, let's say, and you're right across the border from Canada. So if you go across the border and buy something from a grocery store over there, it's international trade, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, it works.
Oh, Canada, to me, they were so beautiful. Is that it? It's Oh
I don't
Canada
know.
something. I'm sorry,
Yeah, it's
y'all.
Oh Canada, what
Canadians.
the hell are you doing? No, I'm kidding.
Right.
So anyway, we speaking of taxes and tax incentives, and I'm sure everybody here has paid their taxes to Uncle Sam, or at least gotten their refund. You know, if there's a way to send a middle finger with that, I'd be all about it. The 1040 form ought to be in a middle finger shape. You know,
That would be a good idea until, something happened and they got mad at you. Because I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
I know that they've got a policy and procedures and all that. But people are power tripping over there.
Oh, of course they
are. Just like anywhere.
It's like any government agency. It doesn't matter who they are or where they are. The unelected bureaucrats who think they hold all the power, well, because most of them do.
I
They
almost
can make
worked
you
there one time.
where IRS. Oh,
Yes, I did. See, you would have been loving me then. I could change your fucking taxes around and shit.
yeah, because I would have said, "Hey, I'm not filing this year, hon. Is that okay with you guys?" See, but the thing is if you owe taxes and don't pay, they send you to collections. But if you don't file, they send you to jail.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Why the difference?
Tim would have showed up at the door and be like, "Hey, listen, I got something. I don't have a lot. I don't have a lot of money, but here's what I got." And whack at you, and that's the end of it. And for those of you who don't understand that reference, it's an MST3K reference. Basically, it's 70s smut music.
Porno music. Yeah, 70s porno music.
I said smut. I was good.
Yeah. So there was always, and don't ask me how I know. I heard about this, honestly. But the instrumentation, there was a lot of the whack-a-choo kind of stuff.
Yeah,
from
it was on
like a guitar or
the
something.
The movie Mitchell, and it was
on
the highway chase. It was a highway chase at like 30 miles an hour, and they got this great like 70s chase music. Whack-a-choo, 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 whack-a-choo.
Yeah. That movie was great.
To understand the reference. So
Mitchell.
Go ahead. Sorry.
That movie was great though. Mitchell.
It was. It's one of my top 2 favorites of theirs. I think
Joe Don Baker, ladies and gentlemen. That's who was in that one.
Rest his
Wasn't
soul.
It?
He's no longer with us. Yep, that's correct.
And then who could forget Manos, Hand of Fate?
That's my first one. It's so bad.
It's awful. And see, but the thing is the MST3K is only replicating what me and my brothers used to do when we were a lot younger, is we turn on, because back in the day we had like 5 TV channels. So we turned to the foreign language one that either was showing Japanese or Spanish or something, and we'd provide the dialogue.
Do you think you're the only family that did that? Everybody
did
that. That's why the show is popular.
Yeah, everybody did that, but we would sit there and come up with the most outlandish stuff, and it was great because we would spend an afternoon. It was an afternoon's entertainment back then.
Yeah.
That and prank phone calls.
We used to watch MST3K I think it was on the weekends back when I was growing up. Mm-hmm. And my sister and my dad and I would all sit on the floor. My mother would like excuse herself into the other room because she was not feeling that.
Yeah.
It's typical, crass humor type stuff.
It's like when I would watch Monty Python's Flying Circus, my mom would be like, "I don't get it. I don't even understand them." I'm like, "Mom, it's an English accent. Of what's not to understand?"
I understand it. I'm sorry, I don't find it funny. Except for Life of Brian, I don't find it funny at all.
Oh, I think it's great. I think it's hilarious.
Well, then there you
go. The Conquistador coffee sketch is one of the best. That, the bookshop, and the parrot. And who can forget the Undertakers?
I hear John
the Undertaker
is exceptionally gifted.
Yes.
I've heard that.
Sorry.
He got a divorce, and his ex-wife let that out of the bag, so to speak.
So, and then there was the other afternoon pastime, which was prank phone calls. That was always fun.
Yeah.
Till the phone company calls and my dad's at home because he came by the house for lunch because, you know, the firehouse is 5 blocks away. He picks up the phone and it's the phone company. We've noticed there's a lot of phone calls coming from your number. I don't know how they figured it out. And of course, me and my brothers are downstairs. Our buddy Pete from down the block is downstairs with us because, you know, it was never fun unless Pete was going along with us for it. And of course, we were grounded the rest of the day. You know,
yeah.
Don't do that. I said, what are you guys doing? It's like prank phone calls. Because we would call Empire Carpets, you know, 588-2300. And we'd ask for the most bizarre and outlandish carpet designs you could think of.
Oh, I figured it was going to be some crude anatomy type.
Oh no, there was crude and anatomy type stuff, and of course there was like, "Hi, is your refrigerator running?" Yeah. Well, then you better go catch it. That kind of thing.
All right, Grandpa.
Yeah, I know, right? But then along came caller ID, which effectively put an end to unless you did *67 before you called.
Right.
But it was a fun way to spend the day, especially if it was raining outside. What do you guys want to do? Let's make prank phone calls. Whip out the phone book, go down the. Huh?
I never was into that. I always knew I'd get caught.
No, we used to have a lot of fun with prank phone calls. You know, because it's what you did. It's what you did before the internet.
The rest of us, you know, played board games and shit, or in my case, practiced guitar and whatever.
Yeah, we play
going on.
We'd play board games. We'd play. We have dart gun fights in the house. You know, stuff like that.
This is being recorded for your introduction to the home. I just want to let you know at a time.
The home. You're going to the home.
Not mine.
So, you know, you remember the home, exactly. You know, the dart guns of old where you had the suction cup dart, you pushed it into the gun, and then and we used to have gunfights around the house with those.
Oh, that's so cute. You know, when I was 14, my father handed me an Uzi.
I'm so jealous.
That's so cute that you have the little sucker guns. It's so cute.
Well, you know, it was Illinois gun laws. You couldn't go buy your kid an Uzi just because he felt he deserved it.
We're in Ohio. We were in
Ohio.
I know. It wasn't much. It was a little less red tape, but you know.
Anyhow, so we have some bad design stuff I would like to share with you.
Sweet.
Yes, is because people just honestly don't know what the hell they're doing. Seriously. Mm-hmm. In so many cases, they don't know what the hell they're doing. And it usually results in something hilarious. So let me go peruse my file here. So I can, I'm perusing like nobody's business, man. And so I can, show you what I got.
You peruse it.
Exactly. Watch out, man. Here it comes. So actually, I only have 2 of them. But I know there's one of them here. You're just going to love this.
Okay.
Because it's
let's go.
But we're going to do this one first because this one is just as good. So this is a cafeteria restaurant kind of place. And I have to add it here because I'm.
Hey everybody! If you're just joining us, thanks for being here. As you can see, this is our new night. It's Wednesdays at 7:30 Eastern Standard Experience Time. Welcome in. I'm joining you live from some portion of the Anar Cave because my new camera didn't work, so I'm on iPad today. So yeah.
So we have this restaurant, Authentic Hawaiian Cuisine.
Where is it? I can't see it.
Yeah, it's on the screen.
Is it? Not seeing it.
Yes.
Oh yeah, there it is. Hold on. What the hell happened here? Oh, there it is. Smoking. I'm sorry. No, I'm so sorry, everybody. No, I'm gonna take myself off here because I'm gonna hold on. This is all messed up. I'm so sorry. Sorry, y'all.
Okay, so anyway, if you notice the sign, I guess it's supposed to say Star Poke, Authentic Hawaiian Cuisine, when it looks like Star Puke. I guess if you did
Well,
go there, it's where you go to lose your lunch. I don't know.
Well, it's a one stop. You eat it and then you give it back.
You're just borrowing it. You're just borrowing it.
Well, that's all you're really doing anyway. They're not lying.
No, that's true. But again, it's one of those things where it's like, let's do this, and then let's look at it, go away from it for a few hours, and come back and decide whether it's something you still want to use.
I like the smoking is dead thing.
Yeah, I don't know what that's related to, but yeah, the Star Poke, ladies and gentlemen, not the other word. They really need to fix that.
They do. They do.
So.
Well, it looks like it's probably not in business anymore anyway, right?
I don't know. This is a fairly recent photo from that Reddit, So, Apple.
I don't know.
Pro. I'm not surprised.
What happened?
I just got a headline across my screen here. I'm sorry. What am I doing here? Said something about Apple is giving up the Vision Pro even after the M5. Well, I mean, come on, let's be real. I mean, that thing was cool as it may have been. Not at $3,500. Yeah, not at $3,500. I'm sorry.
Who's going to pay that? You know, I've got a Quest 3 that's sitting out there, still plugged in, that I rarely use, mostly because I just don't have any room to use it here.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing, though. When you want to play.
I like the geo stuff where you can put yourself anywhere in the world, and it's everybody that goes there is there, and you can meet a whole lot of cool different people and just looking at stuff.
But the thing is about if you're going to play one of those, VR games with the headset, and I'm not denying that it's got a cool factor to it, but when you want to play a game, you've got to, basically set up a place to play. Whereas if you want to play something on the computer, you just sit down in the chair. But if you want to use your headset, you got to make sure the couch is out of the way, or the chairs, or the cats. Make sure you're not going to.
Don't diss my Vader VR.
I'm not dissing anything. It just needs prep before you can sit down and do anything.
Board games, you had to prep the whole friggin' floor to set up the money and all of that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, but. That's not as much prep as, making sure you're not going to fall over one another out a window or trip over furniture,
Yeah.
So, but at $3,500, even with the new M5 chip, it just, I don't see how I do not see how anybody can justify that expense. I couldn't.
Well, I'll tell you, when the iPad came out, I said, and I'm sorry for overlapping you. It doesn't sound like I am, so I'm really sorry. When the iPad came out, I said to myself, what the hell do I need one of those for? I've got the iPod Touch thingy, And then when I got my promotion, the first promotion that I got, I bought an iPad because I don't know, you're supposed to buy something expensive for yourself or something like that as a gift. So I said, okay. I bought it, and I swear I used it more than anything in the world, and it went everywhere with me. And I think I'm on my third iPad at this point, just because they get old and you can't, they don't do stuff anymore.
I like my iPad too for a lot of reasons, and I still have my old one because it's got all my guitar stuff on it.
Mm-hmm.
But the iPads are pretty nice if you don't feel like staring at your little phone screen, but you don't feel like getting up and going and start up the computer. The iPad comes in handy because you can see the website you want to visit in full, and you can read a book or something on there. Yeah, it gets the job done. So back to the bad design thing, and this one you're gonna love this one because I actually laughed out loud at this. There's a Spanish pizzeria that is offering the P combo.
Nice. Hold on.
The name of the pizzeria is Peak.
Yeah, I was kind of guessing that.
But
interesting.
Notice the choice of color for the first part of it.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
Like, were you?
That was
and of course, I don't get the. I mean, this is in either Spain or Mexico. I'm not sure where this place is at.
Yeah.
But una pizza di pepperoni, one with refresco 1.5 liter, and papas fritas, which are French fries,
Mm-hmm.
and but $219. I don't.
Well,
Unless it's
peso,
well, yeah,
probably,
but it's got
right?
a dollar sign though. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
Mexican dollar.
219 pesos is like a nickel.
Mexican dollar. It's MX, and it's a dollar sign. It's like Canadian dollar, but they have a different thing.
Thought they had
Huh?
okay. Thought the
Or
peso symbol was something else. I don't
as
know.
the lovely people at work state, CAD, because we're doing Canadian stuff now, so we're gonna file all kinds of shit on Canadians. So y'all watch out. Better be putting memos in all of your banking.
Yeah, and the thing is, and where I work, if we're ever writing anything, we're ever typing something up, or we have to include a monetary, like a monetary amount in there, it always has to be followed up by parentheses indicating what currency it is. So if you
got to spell it out.
Yeah, you got to type, put in the amount. If it's US dollars, it's USD. If it's Australian dollars, it's AUD, right?
Yeah.
Pounds is GB something. I don't know.
The L symbol thing.
Right. But you have to put in parentheses, anyway. So yeah, it's
not like LBS, like it is here. It's a different kind of thing.
Right. So yeah, if you want a pea combo, just go see this place. They've got one. Serve it in the bathroom.
Good to know. Yeah, how are the bathrooms there? That's what I would be asking.
Yeah, I don't think I want to know. Well, the only bathrooms that I know of with pepperoni in them, supposedly. So
gross, nasty.
Oh, I just realized what I just said. Oh my god,
nasty, dude, nasty.
Yes, I know it was gross. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. Yes, I am.
Yeah, you are.
Maybe. Okay. So yeah, speaking of bathrooms, I don't know why this came up, but the bathrooms at Buc-ee's are immaculate.
I knew you were going to start on that. I knew it.
Just wanted to it is rare that you go to a gas station that has a clean John. You know that, right? Okay. And there it is. There's the beaver.
Look at. Oh,
it's
sorry.
Never going to get old.
Yeah.
And we are talking about Buc-ee's at the team meeting last week, and of course, the talk of beaver nuggets and the beaver, and here I am laughing my rear end off. I'm like, sorry, folks, I'm 10. I'm sorry. I haven't moved beyond 6th grade. I apologize.
Same. You know, and everything that comes up like this, I realize that I must be like regressing even further because I laugh at the stupidest stuff and it goes through my head, and I am so bored with my my job and all this. I immediately gutter dive it immediately.
Well, I was in a one team meeting one day there, and I forget exactly what they were talking about, but I made a connection in my head, which made me laugh uncontrollably. So I had to take myself off video while I composed myself.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, hey, dude, you okay over there? I'm like, yeah, fine. That's
good.
Good. And I'm come back on camera and I'm like,
your face is all red and stuff,
face is all red, still trying to hold back the laughter. And I was waiting for my boss to go like, care to share, Tim? Care to let us know what's so damn funny?
How many times have I been sitting next to you on the couch and I just break into hysteria?
Yeah, exactly. She just is hysterics. And then you're like, I really want to know what goes on in that head of hers some days, because it's got to be.
Sometimes I'm laughing so hard that I can't even stop to tell them.
Right. She can't stop to tell me about it. And most of the time, then she tells me what it is, and we're both on the floor laughing because, but it's so on brand for her. It's like whenever you're around AA and she just starts laughing uncontrollably, trust me, it's probably pretty funny.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, but then there are things that that I've seen as of late, and I'm trying to think of the example that I ran across the other day, but things that probably sounded good in their head before they said them or wrote them.
That's most of everything I say. Sounds good in my
But yeah,
head.
but you're funny, but
Sometimes.
most of the stuff you think of is, oh yes, you are. You're hilarious. Don't.
I thought so.
I don't do it quite as much as she does, but she. I mean, it's every day's an adventure around here, ladies and gentlemen. You should see it.
That's
it's
a nice
great.
way of saying it. You're not wrong.
Well, it's like you wake up in the morning and it's like, what's going to happen today?
No, here's how it is. Here it is. I wake up in the morning and he's like, "Hi, honey, how's it going?" I'm like,
yeah, it's like,
fuck.
Yeah, pretty much.
Not a morning person.
No, she's not. She needs to be given at least an hour's grace before even beginning a conversation.
2 hours, 3 hours. Yeah, my brain doesn't wake up till noon. It's like, you don't see me. I'm not here. That's what kind of gets me. Even the cat starts it. So I can definitely tell which cat is his because it starts crying and screaming at me.
She's happy to see you. She's wishing you good morning.
She's annoying.
No,
I love her, but she's annoying in the morning. She sounds like a baby crying, like yeah.
Well, she does that to me when I get up. She does that to me when I get up.
Well, you deserve it. You
follows
morning people,
me.
You just go over there.
She follows me to the kitchen and watches me put the water into the measuring cup for my coffee, and gets mad when it doesn't go into their water dish. So yeah. Well, she does. Anytime she hears that water running into the measuring cup, she has to come over and check it out. And if it goes into the water dish, she watches you pour it in, and then she rubs her face on the side of the measuring cup.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah, she's fascinated by it.
And
Spike is just kind of like
the same cup. After she rubs herself all over it?
Well, it's just the side of it. Yes, I rinse it off before I put it in the microwave.
Okay. Well, your thing. I don't know. You do you.
Well, but like I said, she's happy to see you. So,
I know. I realize that my brain realizes that. But when I get up in the morning, you know how I am. It's like, just don't. I'm not here. You don't see me. I'm just going to go about my little way. And I'm just not that person. I wish to high heaven that I were, a better individual. It is not my finest hours of humaning. Put it that way.
Well, I've always been a morning person. I'm not a night person, at least not anymore. I just, man, when we start getting towards 9:00, 9:30 at night, I'm ready to just pass out.
That's why you and I have separate rooms, dear. Because I am up. If I could stay up all night, I would. I just am not a day person at all.
You go to sleep with the TV on, and I just simply can't do that.
And you go to sleep with a radio buzzing alarms like every 5 minutes. So it's like, I am not doing that. But there has been a scanner in my presence since I was a kid because my dad was a firefighter. So we had his radio. There's been underwear in my crotch since I was a kid, but that doesn't make me want to sleep with it. Sorry.
So, and then all my years as a firefighter and a 911 operator, I mean, having that, I can't sleep unless it's on. I'm sorry.
Well, that's fine. I just won't sleep with you. We're good. It's your loss.
Yeah, I suppose you'd be right on that one.
But at any rate, what else do you have for us?
Not much. I think I've exhausted.
Oh no. Okay, well.
I was going to say something, but I thought better of it. So.
Well, I do have to point out that, if it wasn't for you, there would probably be no podcasts because it's a rare occasion when I can get my shit together enough to actually do anything.
Well, despite
my battery's running low.
Despite the expert and professional preparation that goes on around here, most of my research is done day of, unless it's something I run across a few days ahead of time and got a little extra time to, research a little more thoroughly. Most of this stuff is like thrown together the day of and the day before, and having everything but having the internet helps because all I have to do is just look it up, and I've got all the information I need.
Well, at least
you
you
know,
do it though.
basically.
I mean, I have no excuse today. I had the day off. I took the day off because I was exhausted. I can't say that I'm much better, but maybe a little bit. I didn't get a damn thing accomplished today. I tried to set up my this great new camera that I bought to, as you can see, kind of a not good outcome. I
Right.
did try to record a little bit, but you know, the same thing always happens. You know, I pick up my guitar and thinking I'm going to start recording. I get everything all ready and I start playing my guitar, and that's the end of it. And by the time, you know, I look up, it's like 4 hours later and I haven't recorded shit, and I'm just playing guitar. So
Well,
it's the
or you
same.
could have
Yeah.
been like me today. I wanted to finish a video and get it uploaded. I wanted to, set up the other computer that's back there
Mm-hmm.
for my radio stuff. And I just slept on the couch for 2 hours this afternoon. And even though I didn't want to, I did. So yeah, nothing got done.
I recorded a video, or I made a video of my new avatar, which
Yes.
I posted the video on YouTube, and I expect a lot of hate comments because my audience is not really into the AI thing, and I kind of embrace it, and a lot of my audience is older and they don't embrace it. But I just think it's the neatest thing ever, and I don't do it to prove a point or anything like that. I just think it's really cool, and I just wanted to do it, so I did it, and I posted it. So there you go.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool, and it's also a little weird, but it's
it asks you if you want to like create your own voice, which I tried to, and I spoke into it and everything, and it comes back with this voice. It's like sounded nothing like me, and it's like this is not how it. And it says your voice should sound exactly like you. Well, it doesn't. So I don't exactly know what the deal is there. I did try to use my voice on it, and I finally just gave up and said, you know, I'll use Lovely Lucy number 520. I don't know, pick one, you know. So. Yeah. But my rest assured, my channel will not be an avatar or an all AI channel. Never. Even though I enjoy AI and I love doing creative stuff with it, it's not going to be, because honestly, it couldn't be, because I play guitar and we do this. And as much as I might like an avatar, it's just not cool. And I'm not going to do it unless, you know, I look really shitty that day, more so than I do now. Other than that, I'm not going to do that to you guys, so don't worry about it. It's just a little fun thing.
Yeah. And I don't see how I could use AI to, well, you know, you could probably prompt AI to generate the pictures like I do, but I just wouldn't be the same. So.
No, probably wouldn't. Yeah. We could probably do cartoons. It would be a blast. Maybe we might do that at some point for a creative thing, but, you know, just for the kind of stuff, it's not real. We all know it. I mean, I'm not trying to say that, hey, this is me. I'm not trying to do that. Nothing like that. Just I thought it was a fun little exercise. So, so you can catch it on my channel at any rate. It's like 30, 40 seconds long, something like that.
Yeah. But the thing is about AI, and this coming from, you know, Mr. Armchair Historian that I am, there is a lot of sites, especially on Facebook, but I'm seeing it more on Twitter as well as some stuff on Reddit, where people are creating AI photos supposedly of World War II and then trying to pass them off as real.
They've always done that.
No, this is worse. This is worse than it has ever been with people trying to make fake photographs years ago.
People have been trying to rewrite history for years.
Yeah, but it doesn't help when people are producing absolute garbage and trying to pass it off as real.
Right.
And there's several pictures and they're colorized incorrectly. And it's just terrible.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, a lot of youngsters today don't have the knowledge, don't have, you know, they say this caption says it's from World War II. It's like, okay, sure it is. But somebody like me comes along and looks at it and goes, no, that's absolutely not it. So
yeah. My dad has a picture of Patton peeing in the Rhine River.
Really? Where did he get that from?
I
know he did it.
Legit. It's legit. It's down in the basement.
He did do it. I've read that more than a few times. That you know, Patton, well, of course, that would be in keeping with Patton's personality to do that.
Another piece of the puzzle comes together. I know.
Yeah, exactly. So,
well, we're a little bit
right.
over time. We'll get out of everybody's hair, and thank you all for being here. If you catch this on the replay, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, thanks for coming by. Hope catch us on the replay. You know, there were a couple of comments, ladies and gentlemen, and we are so out of it.
Please, you guys, if you would hit the like button.
Yeah.
And all of that fun, happy YouTube crap. It does help the podcast get out to a larger audience, and it's free. You know, we're not going to like hunt you down and bombard you with emails and shit. It's free. And if you would just do that, I would appreciate it.
And a couple of shout outs, of course, to our friends Frank Tirzo and Pete Johns, and also want to mention my son's weather storm chasing Facebook page, Century Chasing. I had his patch here and the name of his
I want to shout out my new friends, Jade Star over at Jade Star STARR. Please do check Jade Star out. Jade Star is a phenomenal educator. And also Camp G-May, which is going to be, he's the host of an open mic on Saturdays I might be attending pretty soon coming up. And I'm pretty excited about it. So Camp G-May, G as in the letter G, M-A-Y. So check them out.
Yep. Yeah, and also come by and see AA's channel. Come by and see my drawing channel. New video went up the other day. I've got another one that's just about done editing that will hopefully go up tonight, probably tomorrow morning.
What's the name of your channel, Tim?
Tim's Drawing Room. And we are working on refining our technique, and we're going to start branching off into doing a couple other things other than Zentangle. We're probably going to do an actual sketch. Just haven't decided of what yet. Yeah, I mean, you know, inspiration strikes, and you know. So anyhow, but lots of stuff coming up. We're doing lots of great creative things. Come by and see us. For music, go see AA. For pictures and relaxation with AA's music as the background, come by and see the drawing room.
Yeah.
So all right, ladies.
Love you guys very much. We're going to go ahead and go, and we'll see you next Wednesday. Or it's Wednesdays from now on. See you next Wednesday, and see you guys then. Bye.
See everybody later.